Hi guys, it's been a while. It is a very cold November afternoon, the 15th to be exact, and I'm just lounging in my bed. Clearly, I'm a hot mess. Excuse me. But to be honest, I can literally count the number of days on my hand where I've looked somewhat presentable in the past like 2-3 months. So, you know, I wasn't gonna like paint a picture for you. This is me every day. I'm so scary. Oh my god. Okay, great intro. Hi guys, it's been so long. It's officially been like a month and a half. And first and foremost, let me just say that, like, thank you so much for reaching out to me. Thank you to everyone who DM'd me and commented and wrote messages. Like, every time I got a message, I was just like, I smile and I'm just like, this is so kind. So kind. So many of you were like, I'm praying for you. I'm just thinking about you. I want to make sure you're okay. Like, we missed your videos. And I couldn't even believe how many people, like, I don't know, I just didn't expect. I expected like some of you to be like, oh, what's going on, like, you know, but it was just really sweet of you, and I really appreciate it because I really needed prayer. So I really love you guys. I really do. And I can say that I've like missed filming because I've been in such a like different zone that I haven't necessarily missed it, but I do miss like the communication between you guys and I guess just being myself, you know? So I guess, yeah, I do miss it. Oh god. I honestly didn't know how to like film this. Like, I didn't really think about it because it was kind of spur of the moment. Today is a decent day where I'm feeling okay. And I haven't had many of those, so let me just say this. I'm really bad with telling stories, and I'd rather just tell you what's going on right now and then kind of give you like a background of like what else has been going on, rather than lead up to it. I'm so scary. You guys have no idea how I let myself go these past 2 months. I'm such a wreck. Okay. Let me just tell you, and then we'll get into it. I'm not sick. Kind of. Okay, what? Alright. You probably already guessed it. You definitely guessed it. It's kind of obvious. We're having a baby. So, I'm not good at, like, the whole announcement thing. I'm not, like, cutesy with it, and, like, this isn't even, like, gonna be called an announcement video. Yeah, and so anyway, I just want to share what's been going on because obviously, yes, I'm pregnant. If you haven't guessed it already, the main reasons why I haven't been filming is because I have been so sick. I know I said I wasn't sick, but like I'm almost over the first trimester, almost, but not quite. And I cannot explain to you how miserable I've been. Like, a couple of days out of the past couple months where I've been okay, you know, like functioning. And I had to release a lot of my shifts. My house was just a disaster and disgusting and dirty. I let myself go personally. I've been like in such a bad mental space. I think I just allowed myself to indulge in my pain and my agony, and like it's been so, it's scary like how quickly you can just like fall into your emotion and allow, like, I just felt attacked, to be honest. And I know it's sad because I'm pregnant and it's a happy thing, and honestly I know in my heart deep down I'm happy, like, and I know it's a blessing and it was God's plan. But if you've been watching for a while, you know, like, I'm not a baby person, first of all, and it wasn't something that was planned. I'm happy, but it's been really hard for me to like be able to enjoy any of it because I've been so sick, and there's just been other things going on in my life, and just a lot. you know? And it's also really normal for any pregnant person. Any pregnant woman is gonna like be very hormonal and sensitive and going through all these changes and have all, you know, like symptoms of depression and just a lot. So that's normal. But yeah, I feel like mine has been very extreme. I'm also very fragile, you know? So yeah. Okay. So I know I told you like 2 videos ago, I think, that like, oh, I'm not pregnant. I was getting sonograms and all that. Basically, I wasn't getting my period for a couple months, and that was really abnormal for me. Like, that's never happened. And I can't tell you how many tests I took, like so many tests. So, yeah, I took so many tests, blood work, sonograms, and I wasn't pregnant. They didn't know what was wrong with me. They didn't know, like, they had said I had PCOS, and they found a fibroid in my uterus. I don't know, they just weren't giving me answers. Anyway, long story short, I took this pill, Provera, that is supposed to get your cycle back on track. And so after like 10 or 15 days, you're supposed to get it. Long story short, I didn't ever get it. And then I was even more like, what the heck is going on, you know? This is around the time of my birthday in September. Actually, it was from August to September. Yeah. On top of this, by the way, I'm so all over the place, you know. The end of August was like a really trying time for me and my husband. And I'm not going to get into detail about that, but we had a really rough week. And so that was going on. And then I had been going to the doctors, and there's a lot of I just felt so like, it was just one thing after the other. Anyway, in September was like a crazy month for different birthdays and events, and then we had 2 funerals, death in my family, death in his family. Yeah, and then, so during all this, you know, my birthday had come up. I didn't even, you know, I canceled like the plans I had for my birthday with Danny, with Sam, her birthday, like just so many different things. Like, it was just out of whack. Long story short, that week of like the pill, right before I took the pill, they took another test for me. Wasn't pregnant. That week I ended up getting pregnant. I think the first week of September, second week of September. Yeah. So we found out the end of September. And by this point, by the way, I was so relieved, you know, like I was happy when I took the test. I had a feeling, I knew it. And so it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I'm mad, I'm miserable, I'm pregnant. I was like, oh my God, thank you. Like, they were saying like I might not be able to get pregnant because of what was going on. So I was very relieved, and it was exciting, but it was just also a lot going on in my body, and a lot of extra hormones, a lot of things, like a lot going on in my life. So really, there's a lot going on, a lot of emotions. After that week, after my anniversary week, October comes along, and I'm telling you, like, the sickness hit me real quick. And you know, like, morning sickness is like, oh, the morning, yeah. No. They need to call it pregnancy sickness, because it's not just the morning. At least for me, it wasn't. It was sometimes 12 hours. It was sometimes 6 hours, sometimes midday, all night, like crippling, debilitating. And on top of that, everything, like all my senses were heightened, and everything in my home triggered me wanting to throw up. Like all the smells, I couldn't clean, I couldn't cook, I could barely work. It was just so miserable. It was so miserable. I can't even tell you. And like all throughout this, obviously other stuff going on, and then financially we were just like in a bad situation. We had told our landlord that we were moving possibly, and then they found someone else to move. in, and now, you know, we were just trying to find somewhere. We can't find anything, and like, I don't want to move. I didn't want to move. We tried to say if we could stay, and then like now we're just trying to find a place to live and in a certain area. I'm not gonna get into why, but you know, it's just like super complicated and frustrating. So that's up in the air, and I've been rambling for so long. So obviously, like, it was just too much going on for me to even think about filming. Like, and I've been so negative and in such a bad place that there was no point, you know. Like, I just knew like everything I would film, if I was even up to it, would be just like me complaining and negative. Like, I think I have a couple clips of me like whining. But of course, like, I always want to just be like honest with you, so it's not that I don't want to show you that part, like the ugly side, but you know what I mean? Like, social media and filming and all this has just not been important to me right now. Like, me getting better and feeling better has been my top priority. But what's sad is like, I just before the end of August, I was so close with God, like such in a good place. Like, I just feel like unwavering. Like, and so many things had happened that kept testing me, kept pushing me to my limit. And then like this happened, and I think what pushed me over the edge was my physical sickness, because I've gone through a lot of things in my life that have tested me, and obviously, you know, were trials to me that I questioned things and was upset, and you know, lost some kind of like strength. But I never gone through physical pain to the point where it was like a constant thing on top of all the other things going on. So I just felt so attacked emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, and I kind of gave in, you know? I gave into it all. I just was so upset, and I think that just made everything worse, because I wasn't connected to God the way I was. I had no routine. I can't even tell you, like, I've let myself go so bad. Like, my eating habits are all messed up. I can barely drink water. I don't want coffee. The smell of coffee makes me nauseous. I can only have it like a sip because I want to go to the bathroom. Yeah, that's the reason why I have to have it, because I can barely drink water. I can barely eat vegetables. Like, my whole routine is thrown off. I can't have any prenatal vitamins because it gets me sick. So I'm hoping that I'm at a point where I can finally just make it happen, because I obviously want the baby to be... My camera shut off, it's overheating. It's snowing, flurrying. Okay. Yeah, so I was saying I want the baby to be healthy, and I want to be healthy, and I want to feel better, and it's just been really rough. And also, like, I literally rambling. I shaved last night, my legs. Like, that's been a long time. TMI for anyone who doesn't normally watch my channel. Sometimes I have random people like I don't expect that watch, and I'm like, oh. Sometimes I do TMIs. Haven't waxed in a very long time, which is not like me, but like I said, I let myself go. So I'm gonna attempt to do that right now, believe it or not. Pray for me. Yeah. And you know what's really sad? You know when like you hear like pregnant women like are glowing and their hair is super like beautiful and thick, and like, yeah, I'm like losing hair because I've been stressed and sick and not healthy, and I just need to start taking prenatals. And anyway, enough complaining. I'm almost, tomorrow I will be 12 weeks. Yeah, or something like that. My next sonogram is on the 28th. So that one, hopefully the picture will be a little more clearer, because my last sonogram was just like, literally looks like a blob, like a nugget. I don't know if I'm gonna start filming back to normal right now, which is another reason why I wanted to wait to film until I'm like really ready. But I just feel like I need to tell you guys, you know. And another thing, like, that had been a concern way back was like, oh, once I'm pregnant or once I have a child, like, what's my channel gonna be about, my content? Like, I don't want it to change. Like, what if my subscribers are like, oh, I didn't sign up for, like, you know, baby videos. Like, I know, like, that's like the last concern. Like, that's really not like a huge deal, but I do think of those things because you guys know how I am. Like, I don't know. I definitely don't think that my channel is gonna be like all baby stuff like that, but I know that I'm personally going through things and through changes in my life, and so it's gonna be a part of my life, and I can't like deny that. And we all grow and change, and so I'm sure my content will have to evolve, you know what I mean? But it won't be all about like mommy and baby things, I don't think. But I definitely will include stuff, I'm sure. And it's cool because I'm sure some of you are mommies or pregnant. Ew, I'm so scary. I'm so scared. I am beautiful. My camera shut off again. It's snowing now. It's so sad. Sad and happy at the same time. Alright, I'm gonna go. As usual, my video is all over the place, but I really love you guys, and I thank you for your patience. I really thank you for caring the way you do, and whew, I'm out of breath. Just be patient. I hopefully will be filming soon again. I'm praying that I'll be feeling better. Yeah. I will see you soon. Please pray for me, and yeah, love you guys. Oh, I was trying to say before, comment if you're pregnant or if you've gone through something similar, or you're, I don't know. Just comment anyway, because I miss you guys. I love you. Bye.